Hey guys, my name is Katie, also known as Loving Healing Energy, and I am here today to present you another reading for the collective, pardon me, to represent where the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine are currently at, and what they need to do in order to move forward. And as you can see, I've been guided to make a video where you can see my face. And I just think it's better for people to kind of just be able to tune into my energy that way and to just kind of, because I guess I'm a pretty animated person, so this way you can see my gestures and all that good stuff as we're doing the reading. And then I figured I would just shuffle on camera, because sometimes cards like to jump right out of the deck as I'm doing the reading. So it's kind of funny to be able to see that happen as it's actually occurring. So I just figured I would, go ahead and give you guys the full shebang. So, that way it would be as if I were giving you a reading directly. So today I'm going to be working with 3 different decks. I've been guided to work with the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I think these are my first deck of cards, honestly. And they don't even have a box anymore. I got this really fancy box for them shortly after I got there. I'll show you. It's this really nice wood box. So they're even though they're my first deck of cards that I ever got, they're still in really, really good shape. I just I don't know, keep them all put together. So first deck we're going to be working with is, the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue. Next deck is the Fairy Oracle cards. I'm sorry. What am I talking about? These are the Romance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And then last but certainly not least, we're also going to be working with the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. Yeah. And these are lovely deck of cards, one of my newer deck of cards. I just got them not too long ago, so I'm pretty excited to show them to you guys. I figured I would just freestyle again. I don't really have an idea in mind of really what's going to happen, but last time I did that and it kind of just worked out good. And, anytime I'm doing a reading, I just go into it, as well as I ask my client to go into it with an open mind and heart, just ready to receive whatever messages for their highest good. So, apart from usually the length and the time, the duration of the reading, I'm pretty much open to whatever message needs to be received at that point in time. So that's just what I'm going to do today. And so, yeah, I guess I'll look at where the divine, I guess I'll start with the Divine Feminine. And yeah, I've been wanting to make a video for a few days. I wanted to make one for the full moon, but I just wasn't guided to do it. So this is a post after energy kind of thing settling in, what you need to do in order to move forward. Because I know a lot of people did a lot of releasing and purging and allowing things to kind of just let things go. So it's a big time for focusing on what we need to do in order to move forward. It's a new month, and it's just, it's a new day, so it's always another chance to turn things around and to make things better for yourself and to, start an opportunity or whatever, just to experience change. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and we'll just see what happens. So I'm going to start with the Angel Tarot. Whoa, and there you go. like I said, these are going to be representing the divine feminine. And that's pretty exciting because there's a card in here that I've never seen before. So 3 cards flew out. I guess I will go ahead and just read the cards and then I will continue on. Just so we can just kind of build it and work our way from there. So the first card that flew out, which I have never seen before, is Knight of Air. It says intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. It says events occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options and creative solutions. And it's this guy riding in on a unicorn. It's pretty awesome. And this lighting's much better. I know there's like this glare over here. I hope it doesn't bother you guys, but I feel like it's okay because you can still see me and hear me and see the cards. So anyways, and the energy I get is definitely like things moving, progressing, moving forward, taking charge, like getting on the horse and moving on out. Like, let's do this. I ain't messing around anymore. It's time to like make something happen. I know recently that I've been like super on my A game, like vibrating at a really high level. I don't know if it's because I've been taking a lot of Epsom salt baths. I think that might have a lot to do with it, but I just feel good, you guys. I have been getting readings every day, and I just have been getting like new ideas, downloads, just like feeling it, just vibing, just loving life, and just, it's good. I haven't felt this good in a while. So I'm just going with it, and I'm just enjoying it, and I'm pretty busy. It kind of went from like I moved a couple months ago, and then I started volunteering for an organization, and then I started volunteering for another organization, and then I started booking a bunch of clients, and then I might get a part-time job, and, you know, just been like active with things going on in the community, hanging out with friends, just, I'm feeling it, guys. I'm loving it. It's great. So, and then, you know, I think as far as take time to carefully review our options, I definitely feel in the terms of like romantic options. And, you know, this is in terms of the divine feminine. And I know you guys love your divine masculine and you're open to like the idea of you guys being together, but a lot of you guys aren't together right now. And so, you know, there's no point in restricting yourself from going out and having a good time and just like enjoying the company of other people, just for the sake of having a good time. So, you know, even just platonic male relationships or whatever, friendships, just like, or if you end up vibing with someone and, you know, the timing just feels right and you feel drawn to this person, then like go for it. Cause, you know, it's all about timing, honestly. And I know it's like a divine timing. You can't like put a timeline on things, but everything's gonna happen when it's meant to happen, and it ain't gonna happen 1 second sooner. So I always have this like strong belief that like everything, you know, like I want to take this a grain of salt. I don't want to get like too into it, but like everything that happens is what was meant to happen. And I try not to like beat myself up about like, oh, this should have happened and I should have done this instead. What if I would have done this differently and all the other things that could have happened? It's like, well, yeah, that's great, but this happened and now move forward. So if you've been presented with this relationship and it feels right, then you probably should go in that direction. Or if you're not being guided to go in a relationship, but say pursue your career or whatever, some other creative outlet, or I don't know, everybody's at a different place in their life. So it might just be pardon me, spending more time with your family, connecting more with yourself and your health, taking care of your body. You know, we're all at different points in the journey and we all have different things that we need. And everything you're going to do is to strengthen your bond with your divine. And even if it isn't for the sake of like being together forever. Because, like, even if you are, like, I think it's fundamental to make sure that you're taking care of yourself just for the sake of doing it. Just so you have something to offer that other person. Like, even as a friend, you know? Like, make sure that you are doing what you need to do in order to, like, be good to yourself. So, and, I kind of feel like I went on a little tangent with that card, but yeah, just like making decisions, making things happen, moving forward, taking charge. I think that like sums it up in a nutshell. So next card is really pretty. I really like it. It's 7 of Fire. It's rainbowy. I love rainbows. It's defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, and choose your battles wisely. So I feel like they go really kind of hand in hand well together. Isn't that lovely, you guys? Look at that. I think it's a dragon, honestly. It's pretty awesome. So, you know, this comes down to like, it goes really well. These kind of just group together in the sense of being willing to stand up for what you believe in and to just assert yourself and to like stand your truth and to be like own a decision. Be like, this is what I'm doing with myself and I totally own it, you know? And like, I respect that if you don't agree with me. I respect if you do. If you support me, cool. If you don't, cool. Like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do because that's what's best for me and I know it feels right and I'm not doubting myself. I'm just going with the flow because, you know, ultimately the people that are gonna be there along your journey to get you where you need to go are going to support you. And, you know, people are going to phase in and phase out, and that's just what they're meant to do for that portion of the journey. So, but this is just like speaking your truth, you know, not getting caught up in drama, not getting, because, you know, another thing, sorry guys, my nose is just itchy, I swear I'm not picking it, is the higher you vibrate and the more that you start rocking it, the more that you're going to deal with ego. And you're either going to deal with your own ego or the ego of others. And it's, you know, because they're just not ready yet, or parts of yourself aren't ready. It's just, it's what that means, like coming back to the choose your battles wisely. Like, some of it you just don't even need to, like, what's the word I'm trying to say? Don't even need to acknowledge it, you know? Or maybe just acknowledge it, accept it, and move on. Just don't even, like, give it any energetic value. Don't give it your time. Like, just be like, oh, okay, thanks for that. And moving on now. And I'm going to replace that with something better. And, you know, I accept that my ego has these thoughts and someone else is in the ego vibration, but I'm not going to allow it to affect me. I'm just going to continue moving on, you know? Like, don't let it, like, bring you down or, like, take over you or to, like, you know, make you sad or upset or what have you. So, just standing your ground, doing what feels right, and continuing on to pursue whatever you're passionate about at this point in time. And the third card is King of Earth. It says generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered, and the Midas touch. I love the picture of this guy. He's like, yeah, buddy, getting it. And all these cards are just going perfectly. I'm not surprised that they like came out in a chunk because I just feel like they're all meant to be together, even though they're all different colors and all different types and all different, you know, energies. It's earth, fire, and air. It's great. So yeah, just like, I'm going to take a drink so I can keep going. Just, things going the way you want them to. being willing and able to face whatever challenge to rise to whatever challenge you're faced with, or just again, with the ego, a big consequence that you have to deal with the ego is fear. And so you might have something wonderful presented to you, and then you might end up doubting yourself, and then because of it, not pursuing it. So this is just validation and clarification and guidance that you have what it takes to get where you need to go, and to, feel the fear but do it anyways, kind of thing. So don't just avoid something because you're not sure what's going to happen or whatever. Sometimes you just have to jump and then figure it out later. And again, it comes back to like, if it feels right, and tune in. Like, if you think about something and it feels safe, it feels comfortable, you feel good about it, makes you feel happy, makes you feel like inspired, probably good. If you think about it and you're like, oh, I start to feel sick or uncomfortable or pain or dread or guilt or just anything that's not good, probably not something you want to do. So just tune in, but also don't overthink it. Tune into like your gut. Don't let the ego, monkey brain that likes to run around crazy, try and take over and trying to tell you what you need to do with yourself. Just trust in your ability to make wonderful things happen, because you have a lot of talents that you're able to offer the world. So anyways, give me just 1 sec, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. My computer was dying, so I had to go grab my charger. Anywho, I'm ready to move on. Are you guys ready to move on? Let's move on. So, we just finished that. Let's move on to the next part, shall we? I'm going to look at where the Divine Masculine is at currently with using this deck of cards. See if any decide to fly out. Oh. I'm going to try to. I'm back in. I might just split this up and do a little bit at a time, because I have little hands and it's not for me. Oh. Oh. What do we got? 1, 2. 1. Scoot it on over. 2. 3. Oh wow, pretty. I love these cards. They are so beautiful. I'm gonna put them back so they stay nice. Okay, guys. First card for the Divine Masculine to represent where he is at currently in his life, mental space, heart space, all that good stuff. Just where he's at right now, I guess. So his card is the Moon, which is Archangel Haniel. It says, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. And the messages that I'm receiving for this is that he is receiving more psychic downloads. He has been awakening a lot, doing a lot of, I want to say uplifting, and I don't even know if that's like necessarily the word that I meant, but I mean like he's ascending and he's coming more into his power. He's realizing his power of manifestation. He's realizing that if he keeps a good energetic vibration, you know, in other words, like keeps a good mood, keeps things positive, surrounds himself with good people, good things happen. He's starting to realize what impact he has, what impact his energy has upon others. And he's also starting to realize the people with whom he wants to connect with versus the people with whom are not necessarily a healthy connection, or maybe coming back to the previous reading I did of like a connection that he's just outgrown. So he's also just becoming aware of things happening around him that he may have not been aware of before. And just like developing clairvoyance, clairaudience, different clair abilities. And then he's also in the process realizing what he's capable of. And it's making him less frightened of the future, because he's realizing that if he takes good care of himself and he thinks good thoughts, good things happen. Therefore, he's able to approach things differently than he may have in the past. And it's amazing what a different life you'll live when you're dominated by fear, or just living in an ego vibration of not going after the things you want because of the voice in your head that tells you can't, or you don't deserve it, or whatever. So he's finally like releasing that and being just, and also becoming aware of it, becoming aware of when he's in a feeling of fear, or when ego is trying to get the best of him. He's just becoming aware of the power that it has over him, and ways in which to combat it. He's also becoming aware of meditation and the power that it has, and then just the power of like presence and gratitude, and things that are all very simple but that have a really profound impact on the way that your life functions. So the next card, which represents where the Divine Masculine is currently at, is the Three of Fire. And it's another lovely card. I don't know if I've ever seen this card before. And it is abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. So I get the feeling that he's definitely been working towards things. He's been trying to make things happen. He's definitely been like working towards building finances and, growing his savings, or just whatever, accumulating the things he needs in order to feel comfortable with the life that he likes to live. And he's finally getting to a place where he could like plan for the long term, think about like buying a house or buying a car, or, making an investment towards his children's future, or an investment towards his own future, towards like education, or I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody. I'm just throwing out like random examples of like things that people could be doing with their lives in order to like move forward and to rock it. So, and he's pretty like headstrong. There's been times where he's been like wanting to give up, because this has not been an easy journey, especially because a lot of you know that the masculine has ascended a lot quicker than the feminine did. The feminine kind of had more time to process, versus the masculine's kind of just been pushed through it, just like go, get it all the time. So, it's kind of like he either keeps up and keeps rocking it, or gets pulled into that old way of being. And he's getting to that point where he's like beyond it, because he's able to like separate from that old way of being, and he's seeing it from like an outward view, and he's realizing what an impact it had upon his life, and how it kept him stuck or unable to bring the things into his life that he wanted. So, he's kind of realizing that it like takes practice, and it's something he has to work at. But he's willing to put in whatever time is necessary if it means that he can get what he wants out of life. So it's a really good place for him to be at. He's just focusing on the positive, focusing on making things happen, and focusing on being proactive. So, and productive. Last card from this deck is the Queen of Fire, which is confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. So stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. And this card is pretty awesome. I'll show you the comparison of this to the Seven of Fire, how they're like both really rainbowy. And it's like, I don't know, I feel like because I definitely feel, you know, because you're twins and therefore the same frequency and you're vibrating at the same level. If I'm rocking it right now and in a good place and loving my life, then he's probably rocking it right now and in a good place and loving his life. And I know that this is what I'm meant to do, and this is a journey that I'm meant to go on, but I think lately I've really been, like, asserting myself and, like, speaking my truth and, like, spreading my wings and being like, this is me. Like, to the point where, like, my shoulder blades will hurt because I think I'm literally growing my wings. I just, like, it's a part of the process that I need to go through in order to get where I need to go. And the more that, you know, I do it, he's also going to do it. But in, you know, a different way, for different reasons or whatever. But it's really just saying, like, don't underestimate the power that you have to make things happen. Because I know that things are happening quick, guys. Things are stirring around. I know I'm not the only one that feels it. And I know I'm not the only one that's like, whoa, like, hold on to your hat, because, like, literally, like, days of just the wind blowing so much that I'm like, what is going on? Where you just feel the energy just blowing in a fury, and you're just like, what is up? Like, and weigh me down. I'm gonna fly away. And I'm not a very big person, so, you know, it's like, hold on, because stuff is happening. Like, don't get caught up in a whirlwind, you know, because you're not paying attention. Just be aware of your surroundings. And, like, be willing to go after that, what you really want, you know? I mean, for me, it's having this channel, making videos, making art, which I'm getting there slowly. I love to make art. I just, in order to do it at the level I want to and I know I'm capable of, it scares me to become like an artist and to like sell my art and to show people what I'm capable of doing. That scares me. It's one thing to like read cards. I don't know. I guess it's similar. It's just a different form of artistic expression because there's a lot of other people that read cards too. So, I don't know. I want to know that I'm capable of it. And I want to know that I'm worth it, you know? And I think that that by me doing so, it will help my divine masculine to ascend by me just going for it once in a while, even just for the sake of creating without even trying to like make a gallery somewhere, just to like paint for a little while, just to like do it, you know? Because any bit of me doing what I really want to do is still progress towards moving forward. So, anyways, I kind of feel like I'm blabbering. I apologize if I am. Sometimes words don't always come out the way I want for them to. I know what I want to say, and then I either like can't get it out quick enough, or it just doesn't come out in the right order, or the word I want just like doesn't come to me. So I appreciate you guys being patient with me. If you are enjoying this reading, please let me know. Please just leave me a little comment or heart or just something, just so like, as you'll see, it's only my second video in the YouTube land, so, and just internet land in general. So I could just, if you guys like it, just let me know. I appreciate it. It just helps me to keep going, helps me to know that I'm having an impact upon the world, I guess. I don't want to like do it to like stroke my ego by any means. I just like, it helps me to know that I'm connecting with you, So don't be afraid to like leave a comment just because nobody else has. If you have something to say, by all means, like, let me know. I can also post my emails, so if you want to leave me a private message, you can do that as well. And I'm just here, like, I'm doing this for myself because, I know this is what I'm meant to do, but I'm also doing it for you guys. So if it has an impact on you, just let me know. Or if you have questions or comments, just post it, because like we're all in this together. So if there's something that you're feeling, there's probably somebody else that's feeling the same thing, and it's just nice to know that you're not alone and that there's someone out there that you connect with and that you vibe with. So yeah, I guess that's it. If you like me, let me know. Okay, next deck is going to be from the Romance Angels, and we're going to look at where the Divine Feminine is at this point in time. Please, Divine Spirit, show me where the Divine Feminine is at this point in time. Okay, 2 cards. Do we want to pull any more? No? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just pull the Divine Masculine, but I'll just read it after. And I hope this isn't going to be confusing for you guys by me going back and forth, but I kind of feel like I talk about it both. Like, I mean, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, and the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. I just, and yeah, I mean, if you watched my other video and you liked it, let me know. And if you like this video, or if you have any thing that you'd like to say, please keep things positive, uplifting, high vibing. Yeah, I mean, if you have a request for a certain type of reading, something different, I mean, I'm open to suggestions. So please let me see where the Divine Masculine is at this point in time. Please let me see where the Divine Masculine is at this point in time. Cards keep trying to slip out, but then they just go back in. Please show me where the Divine Masculine is at. Okay. I'm just feeling guided to stop. Okay. Sorry, my hand's cramping all of a sudden. So, first card for the Divine Feminine is Express Your Love. It says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, basically, this just means to, I don't know, you don't have to be like, I love you, we should be together forever. But just like, maybe reach out to that person. It's always nice to know that someone you care about is thinking about you. It's just always nice to know that you're on someone's mind. Because, who knows, maybe they're busy and they've been wanting to reach out to you and haven't had time. And by you doing so, it's just, or who knows, they might be stressed out with something and they really like haven't had a chance, and you can just like tell that they're still thinking about you. So just let them know, like be like, hey, hope you're well, or just ask them how they're doing. Or if you're like at that point where you are close and you do have a relationship built, then maybe try and make plans, or do something nice for them. Maybe cook them dinner, or get them some flowers, or a nice gift, or give them a massage. I don't know, just be like something to show them how much you care for them and that they're important to you. It doesn't have to be something expensive or extravagant, although it can be. I mean, to each their own. You can take them out for like super fancy dinner, night out on the town, do it all up. I'm not judging. If that's your style, cool. Just basically just let them know that, that the connection you have is important and you want to maintain it. Yeah, basically just like reach out. That's what I keep hearing. Reach out. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Go ahead and let them know that you're thinking about them and that you want to nurture the connection. So, and going in line with this is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So this, basically this is perfect in the sense of like the divine feminine really just wanting to let the divine masculine know how she feels. She isn't even doing it for the sake of like trying to get him to say it back. It's not like, I love you, and then for the sake of him being like, I love you too. Like, you don't have to say it back. I think it's important for you to know how I feel. I think you deserve it. And for my own peace of mind, and for me, where I'm at in this space energetically, I think that, I want you to know how I feel, and I want you to know how much you mean to me, and I want you to know that this relationship is important and that I intend to maintain it, even though sometimes it might be difficult and we might struggle, or, schedules, timing, what have you, but that regardless, like, I always will have a special place for you. And like, for me, it's just important to spend time with someone. I'm just that kind of person. Like, we can talk all the time and whatever, or even just talk periodically, but I just really want to spend time with someone. If, friend or romantic, otherwise, family, I just think it's important. Even if you can only do it once in a while, I just think it's important to see that person's face and to like be able to be close to them and to like share things and to like eat together or whatever, to do things that is to like maintain the connection. I just think it's important, and I know some of you aren't going to agree with me, and that's okay. I'm just saying from my own personal experience that like I appreciate the 5D connection and I'm grateful for it, and I know that it's been helpful to me in more than once. I definitely cherish the connection, but in order for me to have a genuine friendship or relationship with someone, I just have to be able to see them. Like, it doesn't have to be that often. We don't have to do anything too complicated. Like, we can just hang out and, eat food, watch a movie, or just, like, talk. Like, I am, like, one of the most mellow, easygoing, easily entertained people that ever walked the earth. Like, my friends know. I got a little baby Jenga from the Dollar Tree, and I played it like 8 times in a row. A couple times by myself. Like, I just, I like puzzles. I like to color. I really like to eat. I know I keep saying food. I think it's important to, like, I guess it's also the way I was raised. It's like how I show someone I care for them. It's like either cook for them, or to take them out to eat, or to just like be together. You know, it's an easy way to connect with someone because everybody has to eat. And if you can find something that someone really likes to eat, you're probably going to make their day, no matter what day they're having. You know, snacks are always good. So, I don't know if I went from our entire conversation expressing your love to talking about snacks, but that's me again. I love snacks, and, you know, I think it's just good to keep your blood sugar up. I think that's part of like high vibing, to like take care of yourself. It's like make sure you snack, to make sure you keep, you know, it's not good to just like gorge out on food. It's good to like just snack once in a while, and then that way you just like maintain that high energy level. So anyways, continuing on. This will be the romance card that represents where the divine masculine is at. And the card is, oh, I'm going to read it and then I'll show it to you, is passion. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So it's definitely like intense love and passion and embrace. Like, I definitely get the feeling that like the masculine is ready for passion. You know, like he may have had other relationships in the past where, you know, he connected with a person on a soul level or a platonic level or what have you, but there's always just been something missing. And, you know, it's like you never really know what it is till you find it, and then you're like, whoa, that's it. And I think that's what he's desiring right now. He's desiring that connection that's passionate, that's pure, that's whole, that's intense, that's real, that's raw, that's genuine. You know, even though it scares the crap out of him, it scares the crap out of me sometimes, it's still something that he wants. It's something that he realizes he's capable of having. Because a lot of divine masculines have gone through hell and back to get to where they are today. They have been through a lot of really dysfunctional relationships, and so they're like ready to kind of start over and to like give themselves to someone, which is like a big deal to some because they may have not been able to like open themselves up or been willing to trust someone on that level until now, and so they're realizing that they like want that connection, they want it to happen, they want, you know, like when they see someone to just like have it make their whole day better, you know, just like something simple as that, to just like to be in the same room with someone, to hear them laugh, to like see them smile, like just the simple, like the connection is so strong and so awesome and so amazing that you don't have to do anything but enjoy it. You know, you don't have to do anything but to allow it to come to you, to allow your heart to sing with joy, you know, to just allow yourself to be in the moment, to be in love, or to have a crush, or, you know, to like develop feelings for the person and be like, I like him or I like her, what have you, and to just like open yourself up on that level. So gonna continue on. In a moment with the last card from the romance deck, which is let go of control issues. It says allow this situation to unfold naturally. So I definitely get the feeling that the divine masculine's kind of frustrated right now. Things might be happening a little bit differently than what he would have expected, that, or he feels like he's done all his work and still has so much farther to go. And kind of like a sense of impatience of being like, all right, can we just get here already? Like, I've been working my ass off and I don't feel like much is happening. Like, or, excuse me, I'm sorry. It feels like they want to just kind of take over the situation and, take the horse by the reins and just be like, let's make some things happen. I'm feeling abundant. I'm making things happen. I'm feeling intuitive. I'm feeling passionate. I know who I like. Can we make this happen already? And I think that's a lot of like what it's like I don't know if it's like necessarily a correlation or I think it's in response to the divine feminine of her really wanting things to happen and being like, I'm ready to like take things to the next level or to just spend time with you, to let you know how I feel, to just have a genuine conversation. And I think the masculine is feeling that. He is ready for things to happen too, but he's realizing that they're not going to happen any sooner than spirit wants for them to. And that in itself can be kind of frustrating, even though he knows what he's capable of and that he's able to make things happen. It's not all going to happen. He may even be wishing, hoping, praying for this connection or for you, what have you. And it just hasn't happened yet. And he's starting to get a little bit frustrated because maybe the divine feminine is kind of, she's moved on or she's like doing her own thing and it's kind of just, I've been hearing other readers talk about how the feminine's pretty detached lately. And, she's like, I love you, masculine, and I'm here for you when you're ready, but I'm not going to, like, sit around and wait for you. I'm going to continue doing what's best for me. And, because she's in a good place, opportunities are presenting themselves in the form of careers, friendships, relationships, and so she's not really necessarily waiting around for the masculine. She's, like, moving forward and maybe moving down different avenues and finding new people to connect with. And so the masculine's kind of scared. He's like, okay, well, crap. I don't want to lose her. I really care about her, but I'm not ready. Can you like either speed this up or slow her down or something? But he's realizing that like everything's happening in a divine flow. Everything's going to happen when it's meant to, exactly the way it's meant to. And you guys might be like on the brink of union. You might be like 99.9%. Like, the difference between one phone call or one conversation or just one realization can be the difference between union or no union. So just allow things to be the way that they are rather than the way you want them to be. And allow things to happen exactly as they're meant to. So I think that's all I have to say for that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull, I'm not sure how many cards. We'll see what I'm guided to pull. Go from there. This video is already almost, 15 minutes long, but I feel like a lot of good information has already come through, so I'm just gonna keep going with it. Yeah, like I said before, if you like it, just leave a quick comment or like. Please subscribe to my page as well. I am pretty new to the scene, but I can use all the support because I'm here for you guys. So spread the love. If you like me, share me, tell your friends about me. I will also post information about how you can book a session. I offer all kinds of different services, not just readings, but as far as readings are concerned, I offer two main types, which are card readings and then intuitive readings, where I don't use cards, and I just channel whatever message spirit has for you directly. It can be pertaining to a specific topic or some specific questions, or you can just have me give you a general reading, which I just tell you whatever you need to know at that point in time, whatever the message is for your highest good in order to move forward at that point in time. So please, Divine Spirit, show me what I need to know as far as the Divine Feminine, where she is at energetically at this point in time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take these two cards. Being guided to pull one more. Oh. Okay, Divine Spirit, please show me where the Divine Masculine is currently at. Please, Divine Spirit, show me where the Divine Masculine is currently at. Okay. And I think we have 4 cards. That's okay. Hope you guys are okay with the long reading. Just go with it. Like I said, I always just go with it. And okay, here, 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 and here. Okay, so let's get started. First card from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart to represent where the Divine Feminine is currently at is Rest and Reconsider. So this is definitely like a time for going inward. Looks like she's kind of just resting on the edge of a mountaintop, just kind of contemplating. It's definitely like a good time for journaling, a good time for expressing yourself honestly, a good time for meditating, taking a bath, just like keeping it mellow, easy going, and then just analyzing where you are at this point in time, and really where you want to be and where you want to go in order to move forward, because this is a very powerful time for manifestation. It's a very powerful time for manifesting your dreams into reality. So it's important to know what it is that you want. So that might mean going back to the drawing board and even though it's a new year, we can always make a new game plan. If this last month wasn't as, what you wanted it to be, just consider February your new month and start over, make a new game plan and, reassess where you're at and where you want to go. And make sure that you're headed in the right direction, because you don't want to get too far and then have to start all over again. You don't want to make things more complicated than they need to be. And if you're not sure, don't hesitate to ask your guides for assistance. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. She's wonderful for messengers, healers, channelers, guides. She's definitely helpful for teachers, counselors, for anyone that is in the helping industry, getting you where you need to go. So just a powerful time for going inward and reflecting on what's important and what you need in order to move forward, in order to find your flow, and in order to stay true to yourself. So you might need to separate and just kind of be a hermit for a little while and just kind of watch a movie or just chill out. You can still connect with people, but maybe not go out and connect with anybody directly. Just have a phone call or chat with them online, but just kind of take the day for yourself to just chill, or the week or the month. Just listen to yourself and do it according to what feels right for you. It's going to be different for everyone, depending on where you're at and what you need and where you're going right now, what your flow is right now. So just like trust that you'll get where you need to go right when you need to get there. So the next card is the solar plexus chakra. And yeah, guys, this is definitely like being in your power, asserting your needs, staying in your truth, you know, like owning it, asserting your strength, just like power, the sun, enlightened, awareness, going after things, you know, career, making things happen. Like when you're feeling powerful and in your power, it's because you're in your solar plexus. It's because it's shining bright, you know, when someone's like shining and like glowing and they're like, you know, it's like almost contagious. It's because that is a light and a bright and it's happy and it's strong. So like if it's good, go with it. Or if you feel like it's needs a little strengthening, then you know, you can imagine golden light going to your solar plexus. You can eat yellow food, wear yellow clothing. There's also a lot of wonderful guided meditations online, which will help to balance and clear your chakras, that are done with light, color, and sound therapy. You can, you know, singing bowls are great. They have ones that are tuned to the solar plexus specifically. So just do whatever you're guided to do. And yeah, just like stand in your power. Like be what you're meant to be who you know you're capable of being, and go after whatever is being presented to you by doing so. So, and then the third card is manifest. Oh my gosh, this card is so awesome, guys. And yeah, it's like the power is in my hands. Yeah, it's like I have the power to make things happen. You know, it comes back to like, it's powerful, energetic time. So like, be aware of the energy that you're putting out into the world. Be aware of the thoughts that you're thinking. Be aware of what it is that you're doing in order to make the world a better place. And, you know, just be aware that like, when you're standing in your truth, guys, and you're like making things happen and you're really doing you and you're like asserting your strength and, you know, whatever field you are. Because I know, like, I connected with some friends the other night and like 3 different friends were like on it. And I'm like, get it. You know, one was doing art, one was doing music. And well, all of them are doing art, just different forms of art. So one was making music, another was making art, and, you know, just making things happen and making things happen fast. And, you know, and by you doing so and by you surrounding yourself with other people that are doing the same, it's infectious, guys, and it's contagious. You will inspire others to do the same. And, you know, holy cow, when you join forces with that kind of energy, wonderful things start to happen, like, and quickly. You'll find your soul tribe and you'll just be like, let's do this, let's go, let's make this happen. So, you know, just if you feel yourself guided to go somewhere or do something, even though it might be a little bit scary, do it. Like, because you can always go back, you can always try again, and there's always, you know, there's always second chances, and there's always new opportunities. So just go with the flow. Be willing to trust yourself, be willing to trust the divine, and be willing to just go after your dreams. So, this card is going to be the first card to represent where the divine masculine is at, and it is base chakra, which is just very, you know, grounded, rooted, solid, connected, connecting to nature, connecting to the earth, connecting to others, connecting to your soul family, connecting to people around you, and just like standing in your truth. Very like down to earth, very here in the now, very present, very solid. And yeah, I mean, it's a good place to be. If you are not grounded and you're not stable, then the rest of your life really will have a hard time functioning. The base is like the root of security, survival, having all the things that you need in order to like maintain a healthy balance for your life. So physically, emotionally, mentally, otherwise, making sure you have, just the fundamentals to survive as a human, but also making sure that you're nurturing yourself and spending time with good people and, doing whatever you need to do in order to have a happy and healthy life. So I'm feeling like the divine masculine is very like solid, grounded, stable right now, which is really good. So next card is believe and succeed. And this is just like a boat in the ocean, charging ahead, making things happen, trusting in the flow, trusting in inspiration, trusting in divine guidance. Basically comes back to like he's realizing that whatever he puts his mind to, he's able to make happen. So he's getting clear on what he wants to have happen. He's getting clear on where he wants to go. And he's realizing that he's able to help others. And he's able to really make something wonderful happen. So it's like the power of thought, If you think it and you believe it and you own it and you trust it, there's probably a pretty good chance that it's going to happen. So that's where he's at. And it comes along the lines of like being solid, being grounded, and trusting in his ability. So third card is Darkest Fears. And this is just, I feel like a lot of stuff is coming to the surface. And it's right under the let go of control issues. So I feel like he's afraid that he's going to lose the divine feminine because, we've both been going kind of on our own journey. And I kind of feel like we were here and then we like kind of intersected and like maybe even like started joining together, but then we kind of only just crossed paths and then we started going kind of parallel to each other, and now we're kind of starting going in different directions. And I think that's kind of scaring the masculine, even though I feel like it's a necessary part of the process, in order to like evolve, that we need to like know that we'll be okay without each other. It's part of like dissolving the codependency of whatever we've been in the past. It's part of like knowing that if we are to go along this path and to pursue our dreams and to do it on our own, we will be okay. We don't need someone to like save us or to be there for us. But I also feel like he's scared because the divine feminine may be pursuing other relationships or just kind of like giving up on the idea of being with the masculine. And so that's like scaring him. He's just realizing that like he doesn't want to lose her, lose you. He doesn't want to give up something that he realizes is really wonderful. He's realizing the, profound impact that it's had on his life. And he's realizing that like the 5D connection has kept him going as well. And that he doesn't want to lose that. He's afraid that if the feminine kind of starts going on her own path and not really thinking about the divine masculine anymore, that, he's just going to lose her. And so this is just a card to kind of just show that, like, he's just dealing with fear right now. He's dealing with the truth of the situation and realizing that, like, it's not so much like if he doesn't get his act together, because I feel like he knows what he needs to do in order to make things happen. It's just that he's not ready yet. And he's kind of just, I get the energy of like, just wait for me a little bit longer. And I know that's probably going to frustrate some of you, probably more than one of you. But it's only because even though, and I know this seems like a contradiction, but even though he's been having to go through this process and ascend quicker, now that it's getting to the point, like the Divine Feminine has had all this time to prepare. She's had like year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. I don't know. It's different for everyone, but it's been a long time for some of you. She's had plenty of time to prepare. She's ready, guys. We're ready, guys. We're like, so when's this gonna happen? I'm kind of like doing my own thing over here. Feeling good. Things are happening. You wanna hang out? No? Okay. I'm gonna keep doing me. And, I guess if someone else wants to hang out, I guess I'm gonna hang out with them. But I hope you're well. You know? And, I just, like, I feel like the masculine just, now that it's getting close to the finish line, is when he just is like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just went through a lot, like, really quick. Whoa. Like, I just ascended, found out you're in my feminine, found out what I'm capable of, came into my intuitive psychic abilities, and realized that I have a 5D connection to you, realized that I'm able to astral travel, realized I'm able to have telepathic communication, realized all these things really, really quick, and now we're gonna, like, it's all gonna come together in the physical. Wait. No, I want you. It's not that I don't want you. I do want you. I do like you. I like you a lot. I care for you a lot. I'm scared. Oh, you know, and it's like the closer he gets, the more fear creeps up. And the more he sees the feminine shining, rocking it without him, he's like, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm gonna lose her. I'm this close, and I'm gonna lose her. So just be aware, you know, if you feel any stuff come to the surface. And I know personally that, like, I've been, like, kind of my divine masculine's filter. I've become aware of it, the difference between when I'm feeling something versus when he's feeling something and I am just, you know, feeling what he feels. That I'm able to process it quicker, but also I'm just able to, like, differentiate a lot easier, you know? And just, I sometimes just have to, like, work through it for him. Or not, like, for him, but just help him. You know, he still has to do it. I let him know I'm there for him. You know, like, we're both purging a lot, you guys. And we both need each other right now. Like, I don't want to, like, I feel like the feminine's been getting all this credit, all this hard work. Masculine's, like, trying to hurry up. Masculine's not taking all this time. But it's like, we need his love. He needs our love. We are in this together. We can't try and point the fingers or say one of us is better than the other. That's not fair. Let's not do that, guys. It's not going to be productive or help any of us. Like, we all know that we're struggling with this. And we all know that it's not easy. And we all know that it hurts times and that we wish it could go faster. We wish it would be over. We wish we didn't have to go through it. I know, I've been through it. I'm in it with you. So just be aware that we're in it together. And that, you know, we have to be there for each other. We have to, like, be patient and loving and forgiving, because It just has to happen. You know? You can even let them go. I mean, you don't have to like commit to holding on to something that you don't feel comfortable committing to. If you're uncomfortable, that's okay. Just own it. Don't beat yourself up for wanting to move on. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're over it, then be over it and accept that and be done and be like, okay, I love you, but I ain't gonna wait for you, period. And don't overanalyze it or try to make it into more than it needs to be. It's okay. Accept where you're at right now. Or if you're willing to wait for 100 years till he is ready, that's okay too. And don't try to beat someone else about it because they're in a different place than you are, because that's not fair. You know? Like, I tell all my clients and myself, and I'm going to tell you guys, acceptance is key. You just have to accept it. You don't have to like it, but you just have to be willing to accept it. So, anyways, I just have one card left, and then I think I'll be done. Going on an hour and 10 minutes. And I think this is adequate reading. So, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me and to watch this. If you liked seeing my face, hearing my voice, all the good things, let me know. I'm not sure what I'll do for my next one. Maybe I'll do something different. And then I'll just let you guys choose what you like the best. We'll see. We'll go with it. But anyways, it's now 11 minutes, 11 seconds. Okay. Well, 1 minute, 1 hour. I'm sorry, 1 hour, 11 minutes, 11 seconds. Okay, so last but certainly not least is well-deserved reward. So I'm hearing that, the masculine has been really working hard to like make things happen, for the sake of himself and his own security, but also for the sake of the connection. And, I'm hearing that he's going to get what he wants in the end. And that, it could go back to the feminine reaching out to him. And, he might just, well, let's put it this way. If you're shining and you haven't really cared to really reach out to him and you're just okay with where he's at and you're moving on and he can feel it, if you take the time to let him know that you still care and that he's still important to you, like that can be his reward. That can be like enough for him to like keep going, to know that it's all worth it in the end, to know that like you haven't given up on him, like even not for the sake of being together, even just for the sake of your connection, because some of us aren't ever going to come together in union. Some of us are only going to be parallel or going in different directions. Or we'll keep coming closer together and then going farther apart. And coming close together and going farther apart. And that's just what it is. And sometimes you just need to accept it for what it is, but to realize that like you're brought together on earth at the same time because you're meant to help each other. You're meant to help each other to get where you need to go. And just, if you ever get frustrated or down on how far you still have to go, just check in and realize how far you've already come. Just do a self-check and, tune in to where you were at 6 months ago, a year ago. Like, think about it, guys. Like, think how far we have come, and I know this is hard, and I know that we may still have a long ways to go, but don't ever take for granted how much progress we've made for the sake of our higher selves. Like, I know that I've changed a lot, and I know that I've gained a lot of self-respect, a lot of patience, a lot of compassion, a lot of forgiveness, a lot of, genuine friendship. I know that I've changed a lot, guys, but I honestly don't think I would go back and change it. And that says a lot because I've been through some stuff. Sometimes what I wish I wouldn't have had to go through. So the fact that I can take ownership for it and be okay with it is a lot. So I'm okay with it. And I hope you guys can be too. And if you're not yet, then just be patient with yourself. And, and if and when it's meant to happen, it will happen in the right timing. So, anyways, I think that is all that I have for you guys today. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. I do hope you resonated with it. It was another big one. I don't like to say when I'm going to do things when it comes to this kind of thing because I found that sometimes I can't always channel when I would like. For example, today I wasn't necessarily planning to make this video, but Spirit was insisting. Like, I was getting so many downloads of information, messages were coming through, my throat chakra was just on fire. It was just buzzing like I needed to speak. So I will make them when I'm guided. I would love to get to a point to be able to make them consistently, and I'm now in a good place with my home and whatnot so that I can make videos pretty much whenever I want to. So, excuse me, I'm just going to do it as guided. But if you guys would like to book a personal reading, please let me know. I will leave my information in the description below of how you can reach me and some of the readings that I offer, and other services that I offer as well, and then how you can reach me. I think I already said that already, but I want you to be able to reach me. So, yes. I guess that's it, guys. But thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I really do, guys. I appreciate you just taking the time to watch my video. It just perks me up when I can see that someone took the time to watch it. But if you do connect with me, please let me know. It just helps me to know that I'm in the right place doing the right thing, to know that I have an impact on other people's lives. And the only way that I know that is if you tell me. So, I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you again soon. And if you need anything, just let me know. Okay? Bye.